Hi, this is Andrew. This is the second of two true crime story videos I'm doing on YouTube today. This one is of serial killer Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty. You see, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty was responsible for 5 murders, 2 in Pennsylvania and 3 in Florida. See, first in Florida, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty had attacked Carmen Abrams and her husband during a robbery in Flagler County, Florida. And during the attack, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty ended up murdering Carmen Abrams. And then in Melbourne, up in Brevard County, Florida, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty had picked up a 49-year-old hitchhiker named Levon Patricia Saylor, where he eventually robbed and killed her. And also in Volusia County, the county of Daytona Beach, during the robbery of a pizzeria, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty had robbed and killed 50-year-old Betty Campbell during a robbery of the pizzeria in Edgewater near Daytona Beach. And then in Pennsylvania, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty in 1976 would end up murdering 28-year-old Elizabeth Shanks during a robbery of a convenience store. And then in Duncansville, Pennsylvania, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty ended up robbing and murdering 18-year-old George Carnes. Eventually, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty was put on trial for the robbery and murder of 49-year-old hitchhiker Levon Patricia Saylor after he had picked her up, and he was found guilty and sentenced to death for the crime. And during his stay on death row, that would last for slightly over a decade. But his appeals eventually ran out. And on November 4th, 1988, at the age of 33, Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty was put to death in Florida's electric chair. His last meal consisted of some ice cream that his father had brought to him, which would be his last visit with him. And of course, 2 months after Jeffrey Joseph Daugherty was put to death in Florida's electric chair, the next one to face Florida's electric chair, nicknamed Old Sparky, would be infamous serial killer Theodore Robert Bundy. Of course, you know, the infamous Ted Bundy. And of course, on January 24th, 1989, Ted Bundy would go to the electric chair, which there would be more supporters than opponents supporting the execution of Ted Bundy. Well, I hope you enjoy this video and let me know what you think of it. Thank you.